It's a really fast-moving industry, actually faster than we thought. I think the first step was just the entire industry, or the buy side, really starting to buy on a programmatic basis. And I think we all know that that meant that they were buying from these really large open marketplaces like SpotXchange operates, which obviously made us very happy. But I think more and more the buyers actually, they're enjoying all the efficiencies, the transparency that comes along with programmatic buying. They're seeing that they can actually redeploy that by buying directly from these publishers. But of course, what that means is the publishers need to be able to accommodate that in a way that doesn't put their inventory at risk, doesn't create sales channel conflict or cannibalization. And so that's really where we come in. So these premium publishers are really adopting these programmatic technologies to essentially do deals directly with the buy side. It can be a DSP, it can be an agency trading desk. Sometimes it's the brand who's licensing DSP, and they're striking deals, but they're using programmatic to actually execute the deal. And we're signing up a lot of premium publishers. 3 years ago, they would have never worked with a SpotXchange. Today they are, because they're utilizing our platform to execute those programmatic direct buys.
And tell us about pricing and the marketplace, and also we've been talking about fraud, which is of concern to people. How is what are some of the concerns on the publisher side and the sell side that you deal with, and or that are kind of current?
Well, I think I guess we'll start that all publishers, they want to generate more inventory, but sometimes they will work with partners who are going to help them drive views to their videos. And often the case, they may find that some of that inventory doesn't go monetized. What happens is the buy side is actually watching that and using technologies from white ops, double verify, integral ad science, and they're identifying that inventory on the fly and saying, hey, this is non-human activity, or this actually isn't an ad playing on this particular URL. So I think what publishers are really doing to react are using platforms like ourselves that are integrated with those vendors, detect audiences, non-human activity, mismatched URLs, and help them weed that out so they don't even compete it, and also they don't end up paying for that inventory or to drive traffic to their site. So it's really, I think the whole ecosystem is catching up, and they have caught up, and I haven't seen. There's so much change that's happened over the past 6 months, but I think the whole ecosystem is finally kind of getting up to speed on this issue.
And on the kind of the open exchange versus private exchange, we've heard a lot about things going private and so forth. What are your thoughts? Where is that?
My feeling is I really don't care how you want to buy. Right, so the way we work with publishers is, we offer a way for them to tap into built-in demand, and that's through our open marketplace. We provide a report to our publishers that shows where every single buy comes from. So the agency trading desk, the DSP, the agency, and then the brand behind them. We do that on purpose because we want them to go directly to those buyers and strike deals themselves. So, I think it's good for publishers to be able to sell their own inventory, because ultimately they're going to get higher prices than they would in the overall marketplace. And I think if you can beat the two together, great. You're ultimately maximizing your yield. Who cares if it comes from an open marketplace or they're doing deals directly, as long as they're making more yield? That's our philosophy.
And how much is, was RTB more of sort of what you guys had envisioned, would you say? Or, I mean, everything changes, but has sort of the real-time bidding or the open auction is becoming a bigger thing or less? I mean, like kind of thinking back how you envision the company.
I think it's always going to be a big thing. It's growing like mad. So I have no concerns about that going away at all. I just think that programmatic direct is going to be an even faster segment for us, but I don't think it's going to take too much from the open marketplace. So for instance, if you look at our overall footprint in terms of revenue generated on the demand side, 70% now is programmatic, but 20% of that is actually programmatic direct, and it was 0 last year. But the other open marketplace 70% is growing like mad as well.